Hey everybody, it's yours truly, Chickennuggetking 586 here in the mix with a brand new video, and you are watching episode 8 of the Chickennuggetking 586 Sports Podcast Show. One pride, Detroit Lions, they got the dub, 30-20. They beat the Minnesota Vikings in the season finale so they can get ready for the wild card game. And whoever the opponent may be, Rams, Packers, when you come to Ford Field, you're going to hear a very, 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 very loud crowd at Ford Field. This fan base is this team's 12th man. And no, we're not the Seattle Seahawks because the 12s belong in Seattle. But when you come to Detroit, this team and this fan base is going to protect the den. You know the old saying out in Under Armour, we must protect this house? That's what the Lions and this fan base is going to do at Ford Field. They're going to protect the den. This is the first ever playoff game played at Ford Field. Ever since it's been built, since 2002, it's never hosted a playoff game until now. It's the first one. And it's going to be very many of those. And I know you're thinking to yourself, Chicken Nugget King, how do you feel? No, wait. Let's remix this. Your Highness, Chicken Nugget King, how do you feel about being 12-5? How do you feel about being the 3rd seed? How do you feel if you're playing against the Rams or Packers? How do you feel about your opponent that's coming up next in the wild card? How do you feel? How do you feel about C.J. Gardner-Johnson coming back? How do you feel about Ali McNeil coming back? How do you feel about C.J. having a dog mentality with his thoughts? How do you feel about it, Chicken Nugget? How do you feel? Well, to my kingdom out there, I feel pretty damn good about it. I'm confident that we can beat the Packers. I'm confident that we can beat the L.A. Rams. Matthew Stafford, him coming back here to Detroit is a pretty emotional thing. But the only important thing to this fan base and this team is to get a playoff win. Thanks for the memories, Matthew. But we must beat you. We must beat you to get our first playoff win. That's really important to us. We've been 1-13 in the playoffs for a very long time. Let's turn this thing around and become 2-13 in the playoffs. And I know you're going to sit back and say, oh, well, Your Highness, you're 2-13. What kind of playoff record is that? Well, it's a very bad record to say the least. But it could get even better when we win a lot more playoff games and play at a high intensity like we will do in the playoffs. It would be even sweeter to win all 3 playoff games. But the first thing is first. That's the wild card, man. Wild card. And I'm going to say that CJ's comments, they may seem toxic to you, But his words to us as Lions fans is it's just big dog mentality. It's either you in or you're out. Winning really matters to CJ. And to go home with a loss, and look, I get it about the old saying, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. I get that point. But we're trying to win more rather than lose. Because nobody likes to lose. Nobody. The players in the locker room, the fan base, hell, even in the front office, they don't like to lose. So it's better to go out there and win. And with that being said, CJ sealed the game with an interception. And Nick Mullins, he forgot that he played quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Because he instantly thought CJ was wide open and was like, hey, I'll throw you the ball. Thank you. I mean, you're back anyway, why not? I'm going to treat you like wide receiver 1. That's what Nick Mullins did. And CJ, he put on a hell of a show out there. Aiden Hutchinson, Aiden's going to be Aiden. Aleem McNeil, welcome back. Great to have you out there on that field. Kirby Joseph, he had some things out there, but most of the time, he was out there helping special teams. But we can't help but to sit back and think to ourselves that, hey, we're in the playoffs. We're not going home. We're going to stay here. We're going to be in the playoffs. All the naysayers, all the doubters, haters, however you want to word them, they're upset that we're here. They're upset that we're making it far. They're upset that we're North Division champs. They're upset that we're the Detroit Lions and they're not. Even if we ain't playing, we won again. In the wise words of G-Mac Cash, you know the Lions won again. Because all we do is win. So, Dan Campbell, you said you have pure octane. You showcased pure octane on 97.1 The Ticket. When you have a head coach like Dan Campbell, you got to run through a brick wall for that man. The things he said on 97.1 The Ticket made me want to run through a brick wall for him. And I ain't even suited up to play. But I love his words. I love his enthusiasm. I love what he brings to the table. He is Detroit Lions football. He is that, and then some. He wanted to move on from that Dallas game. And you know what these guys at 97.1 Ticket did? They wanted to bring up that game just to, sprinkle a little salt and make him feel some type of way. But you know what? He bounced that back right at him and said, say what you want to say. Say what you really want to say. And knowing that 97 won the ticket, the only thing that's ever going to keep them relevant is Mike Valente. Kumbaya! I wanted to do that. That was like a big dream of mine to do, but whatever. The point of the matter is this. We have a chance to create history. We have a chance to create a legacy that every Lions fan will never, ever forget. Sam Laporta's out, but I'm glad his injury isn't, too horrible. It's a blessing in disguise. He'll come back. We need him back. Khalif Raymond, I hope you're not out for too long because we really, really need you. You're one of our big-time players. Amon St. Brown, you were snubbed by the Pro Bowl. But by the graces of God, you're going to the playoffs. And trust me, you're going to use that Pro Bowl snub as motivation, man. 15,000 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns? And you're literally making this guy feel like he's a Pro Bowl snub and he doesn't deserve to be there? You're out of your mind if you think that Amon St. Brown, Sun God himself, isn't a Pro Bowl player. He is. He's a bona fide stud. But for him to get snubbed at the Pro Bowl is laughable. So you can laugh now and cry later. Because this man is going to show up big time when it's primetime football in Detroit. I just have a question to those who significantly wrote off Jared Goff. To anybody who wrote off Jared Goff and said he doesn't mean business, you should have watched this game today. He meant business. Although I wanted our starters to rest, but again, winning was the main thing that we wanted to achieve here at the season finale. We're just getting started on getting banners at Ford Field. We're just getting started on that. But back to Goff, numbers don't lie. And trust me, they tell the truth 9 times out of 10 when it comes to Jared Goff. But let's bring it right back to banners. Speaking of banners, winning the North Division Championship is an icing on the cake for us. The same icing on the cake that the Bears had, that the Packers had, that our recent opponent had, the Minnesota Vikings. But you know what? The cherry on the top is the Super Bowl. All roads go through Detroit. And we're going to take care of business come wild card weekend. Oh, and I know. You're wondering if I'll be there, right? You're wondering if the Chicken Nugget King is going to step foot inside his kingdom, aka Ford Field, and be there. Oh, I will be there. Bet your ass. Bet your ass I will. Because I'm going to be cheering. I'm going to be screaming. I'm going to wave my towel around. And I'm going to sing the theme song out loud. Because why? I am a proud Detroit Lions fan. When they have heart, I have heart. When they have grit, I have grit. Every single day, every single night, I am Detroit through and through. I am the Chicken Nugget King. And you're not only going to fear the Detroit Lions, you're going to fear this Detroit Lions fan right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, to any NFL fan base out there who talks about my Lions, get prepared for a war. Get prepared for me to come right back at you when you talk about my Lions. I got my team's back. Because I'm going to ride till the wheels fall off, baby. Rams fans, you got Super Bowls. Packers fans, you got Super Bowls. But which one of y'all really want to step right up and take a butt whooping at Ford Field when the Lions play against you? Which one of y'all want it at the game? Which one of y'all really want to see the Detroit Lions blow you out and send you home? Which one of you want that? Huh? I mean, I'm taking on all challenges. It could be left field. It could be right field. It could be center field. Hell, you could come from the bullpen if you wanted. We'll take you on anywhere, anytime. Because we're not backing down without a fight. And yeah, I use baseball references, but you get my point. My point is this. I'm a winner. I am a winner. This team is built to be winners. So damn it, we're going to go out there and we're going to get more banners. We're going to be champions, whether you like it or not. Oh, and to those 49er fans, you better pray to God you don't see me in the NFC Championship game. You better pray to God that you have another opponent other than me. I'm always thinking of you. I'm always thinking of you, 49ers fans. I'm always thinking of your team. And you're right. Your team lives rent-free in my mind. Because I can't wait to defeat you. I can't wait to humble you. I can't wait to scare you. Have you shaken in your boots? You're going to have PSTD about the Detroit Lions beating you. Hell, if we can send Aaron Rodgers home, we can damn sure send Deebo Samuel home too. And if we can send Deebo Samuel home, we can damn sure send Dak Prescott home. You know, the Cowgirls, the one that stole the victory from us in Dallas? Oh, we have no problem sending them home too, because we're going to get our get back. But with that being said, Wild Card Weekend has just begun. And the road to Super Bowl 58 is on the horizon. Fasten your seatbelts, people, Because this is going to be a long ride. Very, very long ride. So I've said pretty much a lot that I wanted to say. It's only right that the greatest of all time, the greatest Detroit Lion of all time, Barry Sanders, joins the Chicken Nugget King's domain. It's only right we do this, man. It's only right we do this. It's only right, man, that we bring a legendary statue to the domain. Words can't describe the feeling of having a legend inside of your home. Look at this. Look at this masterpiece right here. A Hall of Famer. A true Hall of Famer. A true baller like Barry Sanders, who I really believe is up there with Walter Payton, Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson, and many other great running backs. But this man was the real deal coming out of Oklahoma State. The same college that, Cade Cunningham played at. But the rest is history. And you know that. This is a replica statue of the great Barry Sanders that I got at Ford Field. Hello! Just like McDonald's would say, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Feast your eyes on this, people. Feast your eyes on it. Because this is here, baby. Now, with that being said, this is your boy Chicken Nugget King 586 here in the mix. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to join the show and enjoy the journey of this sports podcast, because it's going to be a lot more. This is season 1. Season 2 starts next year. Matter of fact, it starts in the off season. This podcast show is going places. And it's going to get bigger, better, and even more lionized than ever before. Make sure you tune in, because episode 9 happens on Wild Card Weekend. So tune in and check in with your boy. Yeah.